If I would be able to start my career now, I would definitely do these 3 things straight away. Oh, sorry, I've done them. That's why I'm here where I am now. Welcome guys on my channel where we get together to communicate your way to success. Today's topic is really exciting for me, and I'm not gonna lie you, because I love this type of the topics, like reflection, being back to the basic, being back to beginnings, being back to when I was looking for the first job, and generally sharing the value, sharing the lessons which I've learned over the last few years. The question from you was to give you 3 advices which I've learned in my career, which I've developed in my career, which were really helpful and which could work for you as well. And you're gonna think it's not like communication related topic, but to be honest, it is really communication related. And when I will share you in a second these 3 lessons, you will understand why it's related to communication. So the first lesson, which I really quickly learned, is if you don't ask, you don't have. In my first job, I had a boss who pretty much didn't want to give me anything. I needed to ask about every single thing. If I wanted to get salary increase, I needed to ask for it. If I wanted to go for some conference, I needed to ask for it. If I wanted to, I don't know, work from home, I needed to ask for it. If I don't know, whatever comes to your mind, if I want to get promotion, I needed to ask for it. There are sometimes situations in a business that you get it because this is the policy of the business, this is how the business is doing, that every year they review salary and they give you increase. But mostly times, not many companies, okay, many companies do it, but not many companies in which I work, they did it yearly. So I needed to go and ask, and I need to prove it. So I've learned really quickly, if you don't ask, you don't have. And the same is in a business. If you don't ask directly sometimes, you don't get it. And I got plenty of situations in a business that I didn't ask for something and I lost money, I lost my time, or I lost some contract because I didn't ask. And even a few years back when I started a coaching business, I got really nice requests from one of the hotels in London, a really popular hotel, I'm not gonna name any brand here, to do training for them about career, about development, about employee engagement. And just because I didn't ask the final question, I didn't do it. I didn't get the contract. I didn't get this chance to show myself out there. Just because I didn't ask. I did not ask, and I did not master the skill in a few years back, but now I'm asking every single time. I'm not missing my chances anymore. So that will be the first one, and I think this one you need to just learn through experience and just doing and asking and reminding yourself, if you got a question but you're afraid to ask it, go and ask it. You will not lose anything. In the worst case scenario, you can lose work, but you will find another one. That's fine. You will be okay. The second one, which I want to share with you today, is to give more than you should. And I know this is kind of young people attitude to not delivering 100%, or you hear from your older colleagues at work that you shouldn't show yourself up front there just because they will find out what you can and they will put you more work. But I've done this every single time. When I work for someone, I work for someone. I'm there fully. I spend my time there, they spend their money on me, but I put my time there, which is most important. My time is the most important for me. So if I'm there, I'm not there for doing anything else. I'm doing there to deliver. And if I could deliver more than I should, why I would not do it? Why? I don't get it. Many times through this approach, that ended up that I was promoted after 3 months in being in a company, or after 6 months being in a company. That happened to me just because I did over deliver, and people knew that they can count on me, that if they give me something to do, that will be done, and that will be even done with results which they are not expecting. I don't say you need to deliver like that every single project, because not every single time is possible. But I want you to consider that you need to show yourself out there. You need to show and prove yourself there. And it's not just few first year when you don't feel comfortable, you think they can still get rid of you or replace you. They can always get rid of you or replace you, just make it clear. But just over-deliver. Because I believe, this is my belief, that doesn't need to be yours, but this is my belief, simply as that. How you do anything, that's how you do everything. And that's the approach. It's all the time with me till today. And sometimes I'm tired, sometimes I don't have power to over-deliver, and this is, you need to face it, this is the time, and you could be tired. But if you could do more, do it. Show yourself out there, don't be afraid of it. And I got this advice really early on my stage, on my career, and I'm glad that this person gave this to me, because now I understood this. Now, at being a few years later, I understand what it really means, what it really gave me. But if I would not do it, I will be probably on a way different place now. The third lesson which I learned in my career is about relationship and about communication. And that's why I said you this topic is related to communication, if you want it or not. I've learned quickly that you need to learn how to build relationships. I had no clue about that. When I went to networking, I was the quiet person in the room. I didn't want to talk to people. I was afraid of people. But I learned really quickly in the business that you really need to build relationships, because they are driven. Job promotions happening because you talk to people. You get to know about some project because you make friends with people. I don't say you need to be besties like forever and ever. I just say you need to talk to people. People need to see you. They cannot be afraid to talk to you. And if you are, I don't know, with them in the kitchen, you can be always this one who start to engage the conversation. Thanks to this approach, I got really good relationships with many CEOs in the businesses and with many like higher management people, just because I talk to them. I'm not afraid of them. They are human like every single of us. So always remember to build relationships, not just internally in the business, but externally. If you go for any like meetings, events, networkings, you are there to meet people. Don't be afraid. I know it's simple saying, don't be afraid of meeting people. I know some of us are freaking out when they need to go for this networking, and trust me, I'm the same. But I always think I have nothing to lose. In the worst case scenario, they will think I'm really stupid, and I need to live with it. And I will probably not meet them again in my life. And that's it. Nothing worse can happen. So remember to build relationships always. Don't burn bridges behind you, because this is really not worth it. I've burned many bridges behind me when I didn't know how to communicate right with people. And now when I'm reflecting, some of these relationships I couldn't like bring it back, because that's done forever. Maybe not forever, but for now at least. Some of them I build it back, but to get the trust back, it's taking way longer than when you have it up front. So just take care of this, that people from nature, we trust on other people. We don't get this untrusty feelings straight away. We trust another people. Give time, you will do something when they will stop. So this is my 3 main advices for like 3 main lessons which I learned from my career. And if you are like experienced in your career and you have different lessons, just put them down below in a comment, because I would like to know what is your career lesson. And of course, in the end of this video, as every single one, I want to ask you nicely, really nicely, to subscribe to this channel and to bring some good vibes around, because this video is gonna continue daily. As for now, I don't know for how long. Let's see, it really depends on you and on your questions. So if there are any other questions which you want me to share my answer for, just put them in the comment below. But don't forget, really don't forget to subscribe, and I'm going to see you tomorrow. Kisses.